All right. So right now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's 23 degrees, and it's not very spring-like out there, but a man who will put a spring in our step is going to join us now. Pat Pagano. Good morning, Pat.
And good morning, and how are you, Marshall? How was your trip?
Trip into the city was good, but it turned into a long day.
Commute home?
Oh,
really?
Managed not to get out of the city until about 2:30, so really didn't get back home till about 5:30. Because of traffic and stuff like that. If you can get out of the city before 2, it's an hour and 45, an hour and 50 minutes home. But if you get out of the city any later than that, it just confuses and slows down the situation. So there's that.
So why did you get out late? Because the doctor was running late.
Well, no, actually, because I decided to have lunch.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a good lunch. I had some
pastrami.
No. We ate at a Vietnamese restaurant.
Oh, you like that? Yeah, I know.
Very good, very good.
Isn't there isn't that the one that you always go to?
Le Colonial, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what good food. Oh, my goodness gracious.
What is the difference between Vietnamese and, say, a normal Chinese restaurant?
The way they use the vegetables and stuff like that, and the seasonings and the spices.
Okay. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same combinations.
It's similar, but it's like you can get these great pork rolls that are unbelievable. They're much better than egg rolls, and you can get them in vegetarian or pork. The pho, which is that a beef broth with great noodles and great slices of beef, is amazing. Pho. It's called pho actually, but it's very good. It's unbelievable. All the dishes are really, really, really good.
Am I correct in saying that in the Vietnamese cuisine, there's more rice noodles than pasta noodles?
Like when you get these, I'll call them spring rolls, these pork rolls that are fried. You don't just eat them. What you do is you wrap them in a lettuce leaf. And you dip them in dipping sauces, and the lettuce leaf is the thing that, and it really makes, it's really, 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 it's all I can say is, if you're ever in the city, you're ever on the east side, Le Colonial, if you want to try, and what's nice about it, it's right by a parking garage, so you can park in the parking garage, and the parking garage costs you $30, but that's nothing to what the lunch cost you.
Okay.
But yeah, Le Colonial. I don't know if you like Chinese or Vietnamese food, but you'd like this because they have a lot of different offerings. So there's that.
Thank you. Thank you, Marshall Flay.
And I'll tell you, yesterday it wasn't a big breeze, but there was a continual breeze in the city. And I'll tell you, it made it cold to walk around.
I think it was breezier than I thought.
It wasn't like a 20-mile-an-hour breeze. Might have been like a 5 to 6-mile-an-hour breeze, but it didn't go away. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if you turned a corner and you were in a street corner in a street that didn't go in the direction of the breeze, you were fine. But it didn't go away, and it made it much colder yesterday in the city. It made it feel much colder, anyways.
Well, I mean, today we shouldn't have that breeze, and it should be a touch milder, low 50s and sunny. We're back to the mid-20s tonight. Tomorrow, sun will mix with a few clouds, even milder, mid-50s. Then on Friday, a shower is possible. If you have that, it's in the morning. In the afternoon, mostly cloudy, maybe a hint of sun, but we should reach the low 60s.
Yay.
Yes. Now, Saturday, ahead of a cold front. Hazy and warm with maybe a shower. Best chance of a shower, in my opinion, is either going to be early in the morning again on Saturday or toward evening. Most of your day should be rain-free. I'm going for a high of 65 to 70. And then on Sunday, we will have rain for a while, and temps will only be between 50 and 55. And that's where we'll be on Monday with sunny skies.
So Saturday is the winner.
Saturday is definitely the better of the 2 days. No doubt in our minds.
Winner chicken dinner, Saturday.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Oh, you never heard of winner chicken dinner?
No.
That's because you never watched a guy the Food Network. He coined that phrase.
Oh, is that guy the one that goes to the diners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diners, drive-ins,
with his spiked hair.
Yep.
And he eats everything in sight, including the dishes.
Just about.
That's the guy.
But yeah, winner chicken dinner. That came from him. But anyway, so that's that. All right. So we got the coolness of yesterday out of the way in the city. But I will say, by the time I got back home, it was okay. The breeze had died down here, and it was decent.
Right. Yeah, it was. I mean, you can't complain about this weather. It's late March, and late March could produce some wicked storms, and that's not even happening across the nation. So that's a good thing. I'm very, very happy about that, and I'm happy about it because with my internal computer problems here, the last thing I would have needed this week was storms and cold waves and all of that. So all of that's working. And by the way, the little red box arrived yesterday. It's a little different from the Exona that you and I have dealt with, in that this little box does take an XLR, and it has a few more bells and whistles. By the way, it connects to the computer via USB, not through the RCA. It comes supplied with the USB, small USB cable.
Yeah, no, it's its own sound card. It's its own sound card.
That's what it really is, right?
But the nice thing about what you have now is that your pre-recorded forecasts and your on-air forecasts sound the same. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
They have the same timbre and everything to them, and that's really nice. And but you'll like the way it sounds. This other piece of equipment sounds. You'll like the way it sounds. It's just going to sound different than when you do the recorded ones. That's all.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I don't know, our listeners probably don't realize it, but we use 2 different mics and 2 different computers for our live reports and our MP3s, which makes it a little more difficult, but for me anyhow. But it's nice, Marshall, because again, I like having the Skype on a separate computer.
Yeah, well, I think you should have it. I mean, our Skype's on a separate computer than the other computers.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, no, it's
do you remember years ago, before Skype, we used to pay very dearly for an ISDN line. Do you remember that?
I introduced Pat to Skype.
Yes. Yep, he sure did.
Because
I didn't know anything about it. And Marshall said, well, you could get it free. I mean, I think back in those days, Marshall, I'm trying to remember.
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month.
I was just going to say, I paid about $800 a month for the ISDN line.
Yeah, no.
And when they went down, it wasn't pretty. Because they would send someone, back in those days, I think it was AT&T, they would send somebody who had no idea what an ISDN line is.
Yeah, out to fix it, yeah.
Yeah, out to fix it. And it was just, it was just horrible. It was just horrible. So thank you, Marshall, for introducing me to Skype, and thank you, Skype.
That's it. There you go, folks. Hey, as my grandmother used to say why pay for it when you can get it for free?
Well, isn't that the truth?
She said that about sex. And my mother used to get so upset. What are you saying that to him for, Millie? She'd go, why pay for it when you can get it for free?
Well, it's the same thing, folks. Why would you pay for a weather forecast, any kind of an app on your phone, when you could tune right in here every morning to me and Marshall and get all the weather for free?
All right. And with that being said, she didn't say why pay. Why buy the milk when you can get the cow? When you have the cow? That's right. That's what she used to say. She'd say that to us when we were going out on dates, and my mother would just go crazy. You gotta love grandmothers. You really do.
You do.
All right, Pat.
Yes.
We'll speak to you tomorrow morning.
Okay, Marshall, you have a good one.
You'll have your new sounding mic.
Yes, and we'll see how it sounds.
All right, Pat, take care.
Okay, bye, Marshall.
Right. Pat Pagano this morning in the Weather Center with a check on our tri-state forecast.